kiss. It feels magical, almost like you're under some sort of spell, especially that first kiss. In his children's thriller novel, Kingdom Keepers 4, Power Play, Ridley Pearson puts his main character, Finn, under a spell, both figuratively and literally, with his best friend Amanda, as they lead up to their first kiss. Amanda turned toward him just as Finn arrived through the doors. His girlfriend. Was he supposed to get used to that? He felt happy to see her, almost too happy. He felt lightheaded and weightless. He seemed to float down the steps towards her. She stood among a group of girls. Some girls hid their faces and hid their smiles as Finn approached, because he had no idea how stupid he looked. But his vision blurred to where there was only Amanda. All the other girls looked almost photoshopped in, blurry and unidentifiable. Walking home? That was a first. He'd walked his bike with her plenty of times, but he couldn't remember for her ever asking him to. "I like that shirt," he said, having retrieved his bike. "It's Jess's." "Looks good on you." What a stupid thing to say. It fit her pretty tightly, and she was going to think that he was a creep. "Thanks." They walked a block. 2, 5. "You're awfully quiet today." "Lewinsky was bugging me in the bathroom," he said, wondering where that kind of honesty came from. "That's fairly direct." "It is, and there's more." He told her about their friends, Hugo and Philby. "Oh my God, they actually fought? Like, with this?" "Like with?" "Well, I can see why he's creeping you out." "Yeah." "So, you gave me that note." Finn had forgotten completely about that. It was almost as if it were a week ago, but really, it was that same morning in U.S. government class. "Oh, yeah." "You really are distracted today." "Sorry." "So, the note said you wanted to talk to me?" This explained why she was waiting for him outside of school. He felt like an even bigger idiot. This was one of those days to wipe off the calendar. So he went on to explain the morning conference call. She hesitated. "I told you about Miss Nash threatening to send us back. The one thing I learned when I was there is that you never can trust anything to do with that place. They told us one thing, but it was so far from the truth, it wasn't funny." "That's a little paranoid." "If you've been through what we've been through, you wouldn't think that." "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound so bossy," she said. "I didn't take it that way," said Finn. She reached over and found his hand, and for another block she held it. And he liked it. They stopped in front of the familiar blue house with yellow trim. The 20-minute walk had felt more like 5. Time was all messed up for Finn. He slapped the kickstand down and stepped toward Amanda. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He just never done it exactly like he was about to do it before. He stepped up to her and grabbed her by the shoulders, turning her toward him. It was almost as if he was compelled to do this, as if he'd been told step by step what to do. Much to his surprise, Amanda made no effort to pull away. He'd expected maybe a slap in the face. He took Amanda's chin in his fingers and turned her toward him. As he brought his lips to hers and their lips met, it wasn't just any kiss, but a ring in your ears, blinded by the light kind of kiss that lasted for much longer than he'd expected. Amanda's eyes opened, and there was a world in there. A place he'd never been.